An interview is a principal and final stage that you have to encounter in the process of finding employment. It won't be a revelation to anyone if I say that employers look not only at your work experience and professional skills, but also at your personal qualities and your ability to present yourself and extract yourself from difficult situations. This is what an interview is for. An interview always causes panic and terror because in our heads, we keep repeating the same thought to ourselves: I'm going to be evaluated. Being evaluated by someone else is not scary in itself if it weren't for the fact that, to a certain extent, your future depends on it. Imagine that you have been asked to an interview with a company for a job that you've dreamt of for a long time. You really want this job because it's prestigious and financially rewarding and has great prospects. On top of that, everyone around you will be green with envy. Can you picture it? I can just see how your imagination is running wild. There is one but, though. In order to get this job, you'll need to pass through the 7 circles of hell, or to be more precise, an interview. You might have the necessary knowledge, ability, and skills for the job, but if something about you as a person doesn't suit the interviewer, the doors ahead of you will shut, and you'll hear the phrase that everyone loves: "We'll call you back." Sad, huh? However, if you know what you should be preparing for, your chances of getting the job you want automatically increase. So, are you ready? The first thing you need to remember is not to be late under any circumstances. It's best to get there early and wait for a little. Being late will show your lack of responsibility and infantilism, which is not valued at all in any job. The second thing is to consider your appearance. Your hairstyle and clothes should match the job that you're applying for. If you plan to join a big company in a management position, then sweats or jeans and a t-shirt aren't the most suitable option. Your outfit shouldn't be too revealing either. Leave the plunging neckline and short skirt for the club or get-togethers with friends. Your appearance should be neat and tasteful, and you don't necessarily have to splurge on big brands. You can get a stylish and fashionable look even with inexpensive things. Thirdly, be calm and confident about your strengths. Don't be modest and don't play down your merits. Before the interview, you could write out your strengths and achievements so that you have something to rely on, and don't lose time while telling the interviewer about yourself. You are being evaluated as a person who will have to work and solve complicated tasks, so demonstrate your abilities without any undue modesty. Responsibility, communicativeness, politeness, attention to detail, friendliness, ability to listen, and competence in professional matters. If you know that you lack some particular skills or knowledge, don't be afraid to say so. Better the bitter truth than sweet promises that you won't be able to live up to and could spoil your reputation among your colleagues and management. In this case, tell your interviewer about your readiness to improve your skills and fill the gaps in your knowledge as soon as possible. Fourthly, the interviewer might set up a stress interview for you. Don't panic. They're doing this on purpose to assess your stress resistance level and behavior in unfamiliar situations. Be ready for this. Keep calm and don't forget that you were just being tested. Uncomfortable questions are a chance for you to rise to the occasion. Fifth, if you're asked about your weakness, speak about them as if they are merits. You don't need to talk about all of your weaknesses that aren't in any way related to work. This will just characterize you from a negative perspective. Don't lie is the golden rule of any candidate. Remember that an interview is your opportunity to present yourself, so everything is important here. What you say, you shouldn't tell the interviewer excessive, irrelevant information about yourself. How you say it, neither too fast nor too slow. Go for a medium speed. Your posture, confident and composed. Facial expressions, be expressive. Gestures, there shouldn't be too many of them. And appearance, neat and appropriate. The interviewer doesn't know you outside of the office walls, so making a good first impression on them is your main task. Even if you're rejected, don't despair. You aren't being condemned. It's just a part of your general development. Things didn't work out with this job, but they will with another. The main thing is to analyze your shortcomings, work on your mistakes, and draw conclusions for the future in order not to make them again. Just believe in yourself and try. Try again.